Today we are reading The Color of Love. After the video, stay tuned for reading questions and activity ideas and visit laurenmartinbooks.com for more free learning resources. Please like, share, and subscribe to Lauren Martin Books for more read-along stories. Now let's read The Color of Love by Poppy Harlow and Laura Jarrett, illustrated by Eliza Shavari. On Monday afternoon, Miss Clementine's colorful classroom, Grace plopped down on the rug beside her classmates, ready for the last assignment of the day. This afternoon, we're going to talk about love, Miss Clementine explained. Grace smiled. There were a lot of things that she loved: sunsets, strawberries, scooters, and those were just the S's. I love my cape, Sienna blurted out. Your cape is lovely, Mrs. Clementine agreed. What else do you all think of when I say the word love? Grace's head filled with so many answers: planes, puppies, peonies. How was she supposed to pick just one thing? Meanwhile, her classmates had some answers. I love my new baby sister, Ramona boasted. What about my cuddly crocodile? I sleep with it at night, Luca answered. You're onto something, Miss Clementine said. Tonight, I want you all to think about this. If love were a color, what color would it be? Grace raised her hand. I don't understand. Love is a color? Sure, it can be, Miss Clementine offered. Of course, Maggie jumped in. Love is pink, like the roses my moms give each other on Valentine's Day. The color of love can be pink, Miss Clementine said, and it can be other colors too. To me, love is green, like my abuela's tomatilla salsa. She taught me how to make it when I was about your age. Cooking was our special time together. I think love is black, like my lab, Ollie, Sloane announced to the class. Miss Clementine continued, I want you all to think about what love looks like to you. What color comes to mind? Then we can share our colors with one another tomorrow. As Grace walked home from school, she thought more about Miss Clementine's question. What is the color of love? I love picking daffodils in the springtime. Is love yellow? Maybe love is blue. How was she supposed to pick just one thing? As Grace opened the door to her apartment, the smell from the kitchen wrapped around her. Celery, onions, peppers, sausage, and shrimp could only mean one thing. Her older brother, Dante, was home from college, and he was making his famous gumbo for dinner. I'll stir the roux, Grace called from the door as her stomach grumbled. Grace loved to help cook, but she loved being by Dante's side even more. Usually, he saw his friends when he came home, but tonight she had him all to herself. She raced into the kitchen and wrapped her arms tightly around her brother's waist. Did you miss me? Dante asked. Grace knew when she had her answer to Miss Clementine's question. The next day, Grace sat in a circle on the rug with her classmates, ready to share her answer. Sloane went first. I've decided love is shiny silver, like the menorah my family uses at Hanukkah. Tell me more, Miss Clementine said. Because that's when my whole family is together and I get to light the candles. Ramona raised her hand up high. I love my curly red hair. I'm going with red. I feel love when I make dumplings with my mom, Hannah piped up. So I think the color of love is cream, like dough. Yum, Grace and her classmates said with glee. Just then, June chimed in. When I think of love, I think of the purple pin that my uncle wears. He told me he got it because he was brave. We're so grateful he served his country to keep us safe, Miss Clementine said. Grace wasn't sure if she'd seen a purple pin before, but she knew she wanted to be brave too. These answers are all great, Miss Clementine said, clapping her hands together to get everyone's attention. Now I want each of you to take a piece of paper. Use the scissors to cut out a heart in the color you've picked, and then hang it up. Grace knew her color. Carefully, she began cutting out her heart. Here's mine, Miss Clementine said. Who else wants to share? James raised his hand halfway and offered in a soft, shy voice, love is the color of my dad's hand, helping me up when I fall down. Love is the color of the ocean when I jump in waves with my brother, Luca added. Grace nodded. She and Dante loved to swim together. As she returned her scissors to the cup, Winston held up his heart. I have 3 colors, Winston shared. Like our Jamaican flag at home. That's wonderful, Winston, said Miss Clementine. Love isn't just one color. Here's mine, Grace showed the class. I picked brown, like the gumbo I made with my brother last night. We use celery, onions, peppers, sausage, and shrimp. You need each one for it to taste so good. Miss Clementine smiled. Thank you all for sharing what color love looks like to you. You have filled our room with so many colors and so much love. Look, the color of love. The last heart was up, and the students all stepped back to gaze at the wall. Some of the colors were the same, some of the colors were different. Each heart had a story, a perfect patchwork of love. What was your favorite part of this book? What happened first, next, then, and last? What was the setting of the story? When and where does it happen? Who is in the story? Name the characters and describe them. What did the characters learn in the story, and what can you learn from them? What is the lesson or theme? What can you learn from this story, and how can you apply it to your own life? What were some of the colors of love that the teacher and students chose? Why did they choose these colors? What color or colors would you choose to be the color of love? Draw a heart in the color you like, or draw multiple hearts in different colors and describe how each color, or your one chosen color, is the color of love. Please like, share, and subscribe to Lauren Martin Books for more read-along stories. Visit laurenmartinbooks.com for more books and free learning resources. Thank you for reading with me.